The youth uprising in the country has brought a new sense of reality. There is a sense of vigor and hope in a country where people were almost giving up because the enthusiasm with which they fight and demand for their rights is untold. Every member of parliament has realized that things are no longer at ease. It is not usual now that you can play around with the people. Most of them are not in their rural homes because the youths are visiting them in an exercise they have dubbed greeting them, saying hi to them. And when they meet you, either your house will be torched, and we are not supporting violence, or the money and the wealth that you've amassed and accumulated from them, they will demand a share of it. We have also realized that places that were once considered sacred are no longer sacred. The youths are saying even State House that is considered to be the president's palace is built and maintained with our money, and we can get there anytime we want. In parliament, where legislatures converge there to make laws, but in the end they make laws that are not good for us, that is our house, and we can always go there and demand for them to do that which we want. And so from the MCA to the president, now they understand that we have a generation that is demanding for change and they cannot be divided. Yesterday, President William Samoei Ruto and his deputy attended a church in Narok County. The president now understands that he is unwanted, and so from the church, he really ran very fast. There's that video where people were chanting "Mwizi, Mwizi," and it is very pathetic for him. Now, as they were leaving the church, President knows very well that he is not a wanted man, but the deputy president decided to test waters. And so as the president was passing by very fast, he decided to sojourn, I think that was somewhere in Kaplong, to greet people, just to say hi and to tell them that he is not Ruto. To tell them that in this government he's the only one who is good, because you've seen him of late trying to distance himself from this government that is forcing punitive taxes on people. And as he did that, he blocked a highway where motorists were using. And I want you to watch this video and pay attention. At the far end, you will see Gachagua and his convoy trying to hold a mini rally somewhere, meet the people kind of stoppage. But the line that was behind this convoy did not want to listen to Gachagua. They were hooting crazily. They were like, "Ooh, ni nani to block here? We no longer need, we don't want to hear him." And there was a lot of commotion, and they forced Gachagua to give way. Kindly take a look. So those are motorists, knowing very well and understanding that the person who was standing there was the deputy president, his motorcade, his convoy, and he wanted to talk to the people. At a time when the president was vanishing and hiding, the deputy president thought that he can be sanitized. And people are saying, no. Guys, if you've realized, the Gen Z have exposed three things. One, the respect that was once accorded to the political class is gone completely. Respect is earned. It is not something that just comes. It comes out of how you relate to people. So the respect that we once accorded them is gone. Number two, the love is gone. Do you know there are people who loved William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua to an extent that they could kill for them? They could be given pangas and they wanted to kill their fellow Kenyans. That love is gone. Number three, the trust is gone. Today, people don't want to listen to Rigathi Gachagua. People don't want to listen to William Ruto because they don't trust what they're saying. It is all lies. And number four, the fear is gone completely. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you're watching us for the first time. Please click the notification bell if you love our show, because YouTube will not automatically notify you whenever we release a video. Kindly give this video a thumbs up so that it will go a long way in supporting this video. Thank you very much for supporting us always, sharing our videos, sharing your comments, even if we don't agree. It is good that we share because we grow by critics. What is the problem with Rigathi Gachagua? Because we all know that together with William Ruto, they are now unwanted. But he's trying to metamorphose into another being. He's not the Rigathi. He's trying to entice himself to the people. And you will understand that the very first thing that people identify with Rigathi Gachagua is hypocrisy. And that's why people don't want to listen to him. Kindly take a look at what this senator is saying about Rigathi Gachagua.
President, kama umenisikia vizuri, wakati ulileta mswada wa finance bill, mimi maswali ni kwa wanaume watatu. Deputy President Gachagua, Chief Prime Minister Mudavadi, and Speaker of the National Assembly Wetangula. Hawa wanaume watatu nimeona wakati kimeumana Nairobi. Gachagua, Deputy President, ametoroka Nairobi, amejificha Mombasa huko, hadi anatoa statement anasema Your Excellency Mr. President, ungefanya namna hiyo. Gachagua, mbona ulitoroka Nairobi mahala penye ilikuwa imeumana? Na number 2, Gachagua, kama ulikuwa na jambo ya kuambia rais, mbona ulikuwa unaambia rais kama tayari inji imebasuka? Why didn't you give him advice, the advice that would have preempted the mess that the country went into? And therefore, I want to ask Deputy President to stop pretending kama hako na advice, yeye wanakaa na rais, ampatie hiyo advice, ndio watoto wetu wasiendelee kudhulumiwa na kupoteza maisha yao.
So you will all agree with Boni Halwale that yes, we do not want the political class, the UDA leadership, because they are all devils. But for Rigathi Gachagua, he's making another mistake. He feels that when people are uprising against Ruto, he thinks that he can be left behind. Is there any video, and if you have, please show me, where Rigathi Gachagua stood up before President Ruto rejected the bill and told him that, Mr. President, people don't like this bill, wachana nayo. We waited for him to come out very clearly and tell us that he didn't support this bill. Like it is said that the hottest part of hell is preserved for those who during times of moral crisis wants to maintain a position of neutrality. Rigathi Gachagua wanted to sit on the fence. At some point, he wants to be with the people who are rejecting the finance bill. On the other hand, he wants to be with the government. And now, after it was rejected, he is questioning why it took William Ruto too long, why it had to take the blood of others, why William Ruto had to wait for people to die before he withdrew the finance bill. Yet he is the principal assistant to the president. We never once saw him criticizing the finance bill. We know some of these mouthpieces like the Nyeri governor, Mutahi Kahiga, had told off Murkomen that people were going to reject this bill. But he was doing that on account that Gachagua is not respected. If Gachagua was respected, then they were okay with it. It is only that they feel that Gachagua is being betrayed, and that's why they were saying Gachagua, and these people will reject this bill. So the hypocrisy in Gachagua is one that is pissing people off. It cannot be that now he is the one that wants to, who sanitized him. He wants to endear himself to the people. He now tells us, I listen to the ground. And people don't like it. Because if the Kenya Kwanza team has to go, the number one master in Kenya Kwanza is William Ruto, followed very closely by Rigathi Gachagua and the entire cabinet and everybody. You cannot come now and tell us that you are now a better devil. No. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua is tribal. He has always wielded this card of Mount Kenya. Kitaka kufanya kitu, our businesses. He is one person who believes that it is only Mount Kenya residents who have got businesses in Nairobi. He is a deputy president of the whole country, but he behaves like a local champion. If there is one thing that I agree with him is that he's truthful. But on this kind of behavior where he wants to protect his people, but you don't see him coming out when other people are suffering, it is wrong. If he wants to calculate that image of a national leader, then he needs to come out now and start speaking on behalf of all the downtrodden, not only from Mount Kenya. His utterances on shareholders is still on his back. He has not shelved that. We know that if Rigathi Gachagua was not being betrayed or somehow feel like he's being betrayed, things will be worse now because he would be setting the police, unleashing terror. But his utterances that this is a government of shareholders simply meant that he was segregating people. Those who did not support them are not supposed to get a fair share of the national cake. And that's why when people realized it was Gachagua hooting there, they don't want. And the people have decided, if the people had the love and the respect, when a deputy president is somewhere on top of his vehicle campaigning or just greeting, they would have stopped and flocked there just to say hi. Or they would have waited for the convoy to just stay there for a short while and then give way. But you see, the manner in which they were hooting, it's like you are wasting our time. We are busy. We want to go for other errands, more important errands than listening to you. If today you are told to go and listen to William Ruto or Rigathi Gachagua, would you go there and what would you go to do? Because you can always predict what they want to say. Tumetenga, tumefanya hivi. For Rigathi Gachagua, it will be, wananchi wanataka hii. Yet he's part of the government and we are not seeing him claiming the very, very things he's now coming out to say when time is due. It is all hypocrisy. And the people spoke, and the political class must know that the fear is gone and people no longer need them.